Here's how you unlock millions of dollars in dividend income without guessing again. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact formula that great investors use to build massive dividend portfolios. See, most people think that income from dividends is a myth, but people like Mark Zuckerberg got over $700 million in dividends from Meta stock. Warren Buffett, massive $5.2 billion in 2024 from dividends from Berkshire. But before we get into formula, I want you to like and subscribe to this video and let us know how we can help you. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is, watch this, market cap. Now, this formula that I'm gonna get you with is gonna help you unlock millions of dividends without guessing and without gambling. And that's truly the advantage that they have on us. So when we look at companies like market cap, we want them to have a market cap of greater than $10 billion. Now, that's gonna be important, right? Now, I'm gonna break this thing down for you step by step, and I'm gonna give you real examples, because once you see it, I truly understand why you're gonna be like, pop, light bulb goes off. Now, market cap is number one because you don't build legacy from shaky companies, right? The bigger the market cap, the stronger the foundation. Now, market cap does not guarantee success, but it does increase your chances of getting your dividends, right? So I personally like companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tractor Supply, Costco, because they understand how the game goes, right? Number two is free cash flow. Now, this is the heartbeat. This is the heartbeat of a dividend, because if a company isn't spitting out cash, how can they truly pay us our dividends? Now, this is going to be important because free cash flow means that the money they have left over after operating and expenses and reinvestment, that comes to us. So this is going to be number two on our list for sure. Number three is going to be debt to equity. Now, we want a debt to equity that's less than 2. Here's why. Because debt becomes the pressure, and pressure busts pipes. You want a company that can pay the dividends without borrowing, right? Think about AT&T, right? They was in a debt overload, the balance sheet bust, and what did they have to do? They had to cut the dividend during the pandemic. I personally like a company like Costco over AT&T any given day. Now, number 4, it's gonna be powerful. This one is dividend growth. We want that to be larger than 7. Here's why. If your dividend isn't growing, then it's shrinking. Inflation eats away at stagnant payments. Now, what we want our dividends to go away. We want our dividends to give themselves a raise. We want our dividends to buy us more shares that create more dividends. That's the type of energy we on, y'all, right? And then we have number 5. Number 5 is the history. Now, we want 10 years or better, right? Because this is real conviction. That means they've been through a pandemic, a recession, and a crash. From 2008 to 2023, if they haven't cut their dividends, that means they solid. And that's the type of companies we want on our list, right? Now watch this. Number 6, we're gonna go with a payout ratio less than 70, but 40 is the sweet spot for me. Because if a company is giving away every dollar that it earns, they not generous, that's weakness. We want companies to pay the shareholders, but also have an opportunity to reinvest. So a portion goes to dividends, a portion goes to reinvesting. Under 70 is decent, but 40 or below, that's super, super strong. Now, number 7, we're gonna talk about a durable moat. Now, this is your company's economic shield, the competitive edge. I think about Coca-Cola, I think about Visa. These companies own their lane, right? Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, like they built it, they own it. It's a castle to give them pricing power, network effect, things like that make them super, super strong, right? Number 8, and we're gonna put that, moat. And then number 8, we got the dividend yield. We want that to be 1.5 or 2 or greater, because anything that's a high yield could be a trap, and we don't want to chase that. We don't want to do that. AT&T, right? We want that 1.5 to 2, that's the safe zone. Anything more than that can be good, but those 80s and 90s, yo, we don't want to get trapped in that, right? Now, my specialty is good old dividend drip, the reinvestment plan. Now, that's not on the list, But never forget the drip, because dividends, when they reinvest it, they become super powerful. Like gremlins when you put water on them, right? They compound, they duplicate. They buy us more shares, and then those shares become what? More dividends. And then when you need them in your older age, then that becomes the passive income. I want you to understand something. This checklist is more than just a tool, yo. It's a blueprint that prints checks for us. Now these checks, they buy our freedom, they buy our wealth, and then they help us sleep well at night. It's not just about stocks, y'all. Based on hype, based on gambling and all that, we don't want to do that. This is how we create a new financial identity. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit further right here, right? So when I say things like Wall Street looks like us now, I want us to understand the power that truly, truly, truly comes with that. So let's go a little bit further into that framework, right? And let me show you how you really should apply that. I know, y'all thought I was just over it. This is how we go it. So the first thing you'll do is you're gonna pick a sector, right? So let's say you pick something like energy, or financials, you pick one of those, right? Then you're gonna use a screener like Finviz, Dividend.com, Seeking Alpha. You can put those filters inside of there. Then you pick 3 companies, right? You pick 3 companies, you put those filters in there, and you say, hey, I got $1,000 to invest. And you do one, and then you do another one, right? And you keep on using Finviz, these other things, and it help you break down and have a group of companies that fall right into what you're looking for. I just gave you the cheat code, man. I just gave you the cheat code, right? You go through that. Now, the Finviz or the app then did everything for you. Now, I told you at the end of this video what I was gonna do. I told you I was gonna show you my favorite 3, because dividend isn't about a side hustle. It's income. It's a system, and the system that can fuel your lifestyle, the system can fuel your legacy, and the system can fuel your freedom. So here's the 3 that I truly, truly like. I own a lot of them. So number 1, Meta. Now, here's the thing. Meta hasn't been paying a dividend for 10 years, but here's why I'll go with Meta. They are a company that is debt-free. That's what made them an exception for me. They have 0 debt. So that means that dividend is amazing. So right now, Meta pays about a 52-cent dividend per quarter, and it's about $2 and something a year, $2.08 a year annually. I love that, right? A company with no debt, they the exception to the rule, right? No debt, growth. We can't beat that. So I truly, 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 I got Meta on my list, and it's in no particular order. Number two, you know I gotta go with Costco. Amazing company. Can't go wrong with Costco, man. But what I love about Costco is in a recession, in a crash, or in some type of financial trouble, they pay out that special dividend. I remember during the pandemic, they gave me, now watch this, y'all. At the time, I had about 600 shares. They gave me $10 per share a dividend. That was phenomenal. I was like, oh, but how I found out about it was in 2018 when I owned it. I didn't have as many. They gave me like 7. I said, yo, what is this? A one-time special dividend. That means they sitting on cash. So we gotta love a company like Costco. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. This one isn't the most flashy. It isn't the most amazing, but it is a company, Prologis. It's a warehouse company. They do the warehousing for Amazon, FedEx, Walmart, a lot of other companies. They pay that dividend monthly. Now, I love that, right? So they pay me the dividend for them housing people like Amazon. I love this company. These 3 are my go-tos for dividends. Now, the thing about it is you want to build out a dividend portfolio. Remember, it's easy to open up a portfolio, and only thing I use this portfolio for is dividends. Nothing else, no other reason but dividends and dividends alone. This checklist is more than a screening tool, y'all. This is truly how you print checks. This is the wealth that will save your life when you're ready for it. Here's what I want you to understand, y'all. Dividends are often overlooked by a lot of investors. But what they really, really, really do is they secure our future, and they make sure that we can sleep well at night. Because dividends is not a side hustle, y'all. It's a system. And this system can fund your lifestyle, it can fund your legacy, and it can fund your freedom. For deeper dives, listen, and you're serious about dividends, I want you to comment freedom in the chat, because Wall Street looks like us now. Now make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this for more information. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Salute.